What up, YouTube? Let's talk about it, man. So my GoPro died on me. I think the battery is dead. I don't even know why the battery is dead because it's not like I record all the time. But I did have that GoPro for a year, but the battery shouldn't be dead that fast. Anyway, I can't. Meaning by dead, I can't get it to charge. So I have footage on here where I started the installing the 3-inch exhaust, the Pypes 3-inch exhaust, but I can't get it off because I can't get it to come on. So I'm probably gonna just run over this real fast about what I've done up until this point, and then we're gonna go from there, man. We're gonna rock and roll from there. But these are the 3-inch. Right, that's a part number for the 3 inches. They didn't have the instructions to come with it, so I had to download the PDF file, but don't really tell you anything. So all this stuff doesn't really tell you where all this shit goes. Excuse me, expression. It don't really tell you where all this stuff goes. So these really go. These 4 things here pretty much bolts the Pypes exhaust. The race has Race Pro mufflers that came with it. Those, but I'm not using those. What I'm using is the exhaust clamps, primarily because they just look better. The 3-inch exhaust clamps is what I'm using, and those are what I use on, or these are what I use that came with the 3-inch downpipe. So I'm using these rather than the other ones because, like I said, they just look better. They're a little bit different, but I'm gonna make it work because the other ones you just screw it in. These have bolts on both sides, evidently. So, but it still looks better. So we're gonna rock with that. So let me take you from the front real quick, bring you up to speed before I finish up this muffler install. So of course this is my 3-inch downpipe from G-Body. You can see how those come. Those are the clamps that came with it, and they don't have the bolts back here because they thread into this. So that's how it works for that, and that's how it works at the bottom of the downpipe where you have the cutout for it. So that's that part. I'm not doing anything else with that. They have the the electric thing that opens up and all that. I don't really care about all that. And so you see, that's where the clamps are gonna go there and behind the muffler. So what we have going on, my fan keep getting in the way. What we have going on is this is a Catback exhaust, right? And so I spoke about this in the other video. I'm just gonna bring y'all back up to speed. So this is a Catback exhaust. The cat is supposed to be there, but what happens is since this is an 84. So on the 86, 87, if it has a cat, I'm pretty sure off the downpipe, the cat would be between here, and then you have the downpipe bolt up right there, and then everything will work with the cat, right? But in this particular case, being since I have this 3-inch exhaust and I have the cutout section, when I put because I really want to run the cat because I don't like the exhaust fumes. So when I put the cat on it, the cat came back here, right, to this, from here to here, which made this portion too long. So it fits just a little. It fits, it's just there, right? So when I put the mufflers on, I put the pipes on and mock everything up. It's just there. I got to slide those in just a little bit more to get those back, get everything plus where it needs to be. Or I might put a spacer in this section to kick it back just a little bit more. And to make sure everything is right and exact. So that's pretty much that part is that. And then now here, on these hangers right here, I drilled a hole here. Wait a minute. I drilled a hole there. I drilled a hole right there. I had to make that hole wide. I'm gonna use a 1/2-inch bit to make that wider so I can get the screw to drop down in it and bolt that back up. And these hangers come with it as well. I can't see, so these right here evidently hook up under here. like so. And I would use those for the hanger, but I don't see where to put the hanger at. So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't want to keep drilling in the car, drilling on the frame. So what I'm gonna do is, once I get all this installed and snug, I'm just gonna take it to a machine shop and let them, or muffler shop, and let them put it, you know, exhaust hanger here and exhaust hangers back there. So I can make sure that, you know, because there's going to be nothing really holding it up except for where it bolts to the cat, where it bolts to the cat, and where it bolts in the back. So we have that there. Those are where they pretty much where they need to be at. I have to drill a hole here, up under here somewhere, and then we're gonna be good to go with that, man. And that's pretty much it. So let me get this stuff started, and I'm gonna get back with you guys in a minute. All right, so we got one side in with my exhaust clamps. I like how that looks. So it's still, to me, it's still kind of low. So when I get the, when I go to the machine shop, when I go to the muffler shop, I'm gonna have them bring that up about an inch or two with the support. But it's tight, you know, but it ain't that tight. But I mean, it's not going anywhere. And I still have to set up the other side. I still have to set up the other side with the drilling of the hole, which just seems to be kind of difficult right now. So this is one side I got in. I used a method that I got on another guy that did the same setup. Looked like he had the same situation, but he didn't have the cat. He had a cat delete pipe on his. So, but just drilled it. I drilled the 1/2. This is a 3/8 bolt and nut, but I drilled the 1/2 hole in it so I could slide that in through there using this zip tie and fishing wire. So I just pulled that in through this side, dropped the nut down in there, and I was able to torque it. This should be fine. I torqued as much as I could before the bolt started turning, but this puts pressure on this, so I should be fine. If it comes out, it's not gonna matter because I'm going to the exhaust shop to have them put clamp stuff on it anyway. But I'm gonna do the other side. This frame's just hard to drill into, you know. So I'm just over there this side with the string that hard to break, but I finally got it broken. And once I broke it, it was easy to put the 1/2 in it. But I broke it with a 3/8 drill bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this other side, and then everything is mocked up, so it's lined up properly. So once I do that, I'll be finished with this until I go to the exhaust shop. All right, so I got it in. I got everything. I got everything installed. These are pretty tight, but like I said, I'm a still take it to the machine shop. I mean, I keep saying machine shop, but I mean, I guess that's what it is. But I'm gonna take it to the exhaust shop still to have this picked up a little bit in the back and welded in with the hangers. This one's in. So now we're gonna fire up and see how she sound. Got a little back shot. A little back shot of that 3-inch. Look at how that looks. So let me go down and go see. Hear how it sounds? sound like I got an exhaust leak, but I guess that's what the cutout pipe sound makes it sound like. I'm assuming, but when I stick my hand around all the clamps, I don't feel any exhaust leaks whatsoever, and there's not any smoke leaking from anywhere. And the thing is, it actually, with the E85, it just doesn't smoke like it used to. Now let's look at the Scan Master. No trouble codes. We idling right now at 975, which is a little bit high. It'll go down in a minute. But it went up to 1,000, back to 975, 925 now. And once I drive the car and get everything and learn itself, it should be fine. So that's it, man. I'm not gonna run it too much longer because I don't have a heater fan in here, cooling fan in here. But that's how she sounds. Let me give it a little gas real quick. See, it's 775. Let me see what got changed it. Oh, it went to closed loop. Let me see. Yeah, it went to closed loop. So the RPMs dropped. Let me adjust my the throttle position sensor. Adjust that again, and that's it, man. We out for today, man. Mission accomplished. Wait on these seats. We get these seats, we go to transmission, and we go to paint, and we in the business, man. We going business. You know, Rick Ross Car Show 2024, we out there. Y'all subscribe, man. If you like the content, man, just give me a little subscribe, give me a little like, share, comment, and I'm out.
Like and subscribe to Polo Shorty 404.
Oh, he had to plug his channel. But y'all already know what it is, man. I'm out.